How's it going, everyone? This is Kevin. Today I want to bring along with me to talk about what makes a shoot successful. So let's jump right into it. So what makes a shoot successful? Everyone's definition of success can vary at each level that they want to achieve and everything they want to overcome with their shoots. Every project is different, so everybody's success and vision might be different from yours and mine, but I'm going to give you my opinion of what makes a shoot successful for me. Some people might see success as simply going out to shoot and taking photos. Others might see it as finally taking the photo that they've been wanting to take. Some might see it as simply just getting paid to do photography, but what we can all agree on is that as long as we're actually doing something, success is what we make of it. For me, a successful shoot is just simply leaving with being content with my work and making sure that my clients were happy with the product. Everybody's success might differ, but for me, it's just making sure that I'm doing what I want to be happy with and provide the quality and everything that I want for my clients or for myself when it comes down to my client work or for my photography that I want to post on social media, these YouTube videos. So it doesn't matter what it is, as long as I am happy and content after the shoot, I see myself as having a successful shoot. I know that despite sometimes going with some of the motions, for me, just knowing that I basically can leave with one photo and throughout the whole shoot makes me feel successful, because at the end of the day, one photo can change everything, and maybe you might get one, you might get 10, but as long as you have that confidence in yourself to be happy with it, I think it's a successful shoot overall, which is what I tend to do for myself. I don't try to put a lot of pressure going like I have to create 20 good photos because I'm gonna use these for all this stuff. Obviously, it's great to kind of give yourself a break. I know sometimes when it comes down to client work, it can be a little bit different because, well, the clients are expecting a certain amount of things, so that's a little bit different. But for me, a successful shoot can just be as long as I leave with one photo, I am content with that. I also like to believe that every one of us likes to have validation. If we didn't like to have validation, we wouldn't be posting anything on social media. We wouldn't be basically putting ourselves out there daily, whether it's making YouTube videos, whether it's posting on Instagram, TikTok, any social media whatsoever. Because we know that we have that risk of basically getting that hate that we would get for whether it's a photo that nobody liked or whatever it is, but we all want to have that validation when it comes down to the numbers. Despite everybody telling you that numbers don't matter, I like to believe that they do matter to a certain degree. Don't let them consume you, but let them become what can be a stepping stone to keep growing yourself and your skills to push your limits further. So if your means of a successful shoot can have a variety of the things that I talked about, like feeling happy after you're done, having one great photo, getting paid because you got it, and some validation from the people on social media, I think that's a successful rate overall. Don't focus on one more than the other, just see what works out best for you. For me, I know that if I'm leaving happy with the photos that I took, whether I'm getting paid or not, and I'm just content with the work and my vision of the project itself, I find that as a success when it comes down to my shoots. So don't get caught up on simply just social media numbers, because at the end of the day, it's just social media. Use it as a stepping ground to basically push yourself to see what you can get better at that more people will like to see, but don't cater to what people just want to see and not have good basically mental health out of it. I see that often when it comes down to a lot of YouTubers and I guess influencers. They tend to cater only to what their audience wants because they're scared of losing that retention, and then they get very kind of depressed from it. So most of the time they get very negative and don't believe that their shoot was successful, or they think it's not up to the standards of what they need to be putting out consistently. By all means, it'd be great to put out banger shots every time, but in reality, that can't happen, because if that were to happen, you wouldn't even know that you had great shots. Like they say, you have to have some darkness to get light and some light to get darkness. So just use it for some motivation to just basically push yourself every time and post the content that you're happy with. It doesn't have to be the most extraordinary photo every single time, but if you're happy with it, that's all that matters. If people like it, great. If they don't, who cares? Just move on. That's what I've done for myself, and I truly can say that I enjoy every little aspect of posting on social media because of it. Now that I've been doing YouTube longer and posting on Instagram with my photos and videos and everything like that, I can honestly say that I just post what I like, not what I think is gonna give me likes, if that makes sense. Because I used to kind of do that with my band. I would always have that pressure that you would have to grow your numbers, because the numbers will get you onto better tours. Better tours means more fans means more numbers. A never-ending cycle that it was just a horrible mental game for myself, that I just truly stopped enjoying even playing music and touring, because it all came down with how many people were at the show, how many likes am I getting, how many new followers am I getting, how many monthly Spotify listens am I getting, that it just became so toxic that I just didn't enjoy it. And I found that most of the time I didn't find it successful when it came down to anything that I did for music. My approach changed when it came to photography and videography, and started doing this more seriously. And I decided to let the numbers not matter, in the sense that it would just make me want to create and get more likes and follows, but it would just make sure that if people enjoyed what I was putting out, they'll come. If they don't come, that's okay, because I'm still putting things that I enjoy the most, and I can find that as a successful kind of aspect of my photography. And that's how I would basically tie it into having a successful shoot for myself. So don't go kind of getting a little bit toxic with the numbers and thinking that you're not successful because you didn't put out the best photo out there, or it didn't reach X amount of likes, or this and that. Just put out content that you're happy with, and that way you'll find it successful in your own mind, in your own opinion, and that's all that matters, because if you're happy, then that's a win. But with all that said and done, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, share this video with a friend. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.